the way I've settled, but Checkmate, I'm really pleased with the development that he's made between racing preparations. He just looks like he's really grown up. Hini Kaha is a horse with a lot of class about her. She looks in fantastic order despite the time between runs. Runners behind the barrier are all pretty settled. There's not really too much to report.
So Jane Ivel's assessment of Ellerslie race number 3. It is the Elston Park Aotearoa Classic. We've still got the Kanaka Millions 2-year-old, 3-year-old, plus that Group 1 to round out the night. Thad Taylor, hot horse, market movers. What do you got?
Noble As just getting out here, Emily, out to $4.80 off that low of $3.90 as we see the move continue for your hot runner here and Checkmate, the trainer on screen. Lance O'Sullivan was a high of $10, works its way into $6. Tuxedo follows it in, was $8 into $6.50. And BP mentioned Golden Wings, a speed influence in the race, was out there at $26, works its way into $15. Are we seeing a pattern here in the market with these on-speed runners shortening in these races? But your hot runner will be Checkmate.
Not long till we head up to George Simon, our caller for this evening. Aidan Rodley will come to you. Roving Rodley, who have you grabbed?
Grabbed Ken Harrison up in the grandstand. He's got Moxie here as 4 from 8. How is she tonight, Ken?
Yeah, no, she seems fine. Not much more we can do.
You're surrounded up here. This grandstand is absolutely heaving. You're here on one of the big nights. How exciting is it just to be here even?
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. It's good to be here.
Let's hope she does you proud.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
So the first of the big ones, the Aotearoa Classic at Group 311. Elston Park sponsor this next one. Race number 3 of our evening. George Simon, as I mentioned, calling all of the action. Checkmate, obviously, a get-back type. But one of the key chances in this next one, Damien Lane to do the riding. Australian jockeys, well, they've won our first 2. Are the Kiwis going to get one back? We're going to find out shortly here at Ellerslie in the Aotearoa Classic. Connections wait on eagerly ahead of this next one. George Simon, as we come to you.
Thank you, Emily, as the last half dozen or so are about to take their positions here for the first of our $1 million races tonight, the Elston Park Aotearoa Classic. Elston Park represented by Yoldi in the race. Favourite is Noble As at $4.60. Checkmate at $5.50. Tuxedo at $6.50. And She's a Dealer at $7.50. So we are almost set for a start. Elston Park Aotearoa Classic. The attendants move out of the way. Smart Love has drawn one. Good luck to the connections. We're set. Gates are back, they're off in the Elston Park Aotearoa Classic. First away, Golden Wings. Going forward is Vegas Queen, Midnight Edition, and Hini Kaha up on the premises as well. Out a bit deeper on the track is Dealt With, followed out by Inside Out, and then Smart Love. She'll settle just in advance of midfield. 2 lengths away and behind them next then is Checkmate, followed further back by, well back in the field here is She's a Dealer. Then came Tuxedo, Silver Wedding is well back as well in a strung out field. So they're running along. Yoldi is next as they climb the rise. Favourite Noble As, back 4th last. 2.5 to Sneak Peek, Super Photon, and Moxie is last. 900 metres to go, spread out over 15 lengths here. Dealt With made the lead and comes up for air, and they concertina up as a consequence. In second spot is Golden Wings. 2 lengths away, third Hini Kaha for Midnight Edition. Smart Love is 5th on the inside of Vegas Queen. Then Checkmate and Inside Out, followed by Tuxedo. Back with it also, next was She's a Dealer. Silver Wedding out deeper. Noble As hasn't moved as yet. Then came Yoldi, followed well back by Sneak Peek, Super Photon, and last is Moxie. Into the straight they come in the Elston Park Aotearoa Classic, and Dealt With the leader, led by 2. Hini Kaha looks to get away from the rail. Then Golden Wings, Midnight Edition. Smart Love looks to warm up, and behind them Yoldi running on. Out wider Tuxedo, Silver Wedding. They're coming from all parts of the globe. Hini Kaha made the lead. Yoldi running on. Here's Tuxedo coming after them as well. Tuxedo, Hini Kaha and Tuxedo. Late run Noble As. Tuxedo all suited up and gets the gold. Tuxedo won it second, over was Hini Kaha, Noble As third, and then followed over by She's a Dealer. And behind them Smart Love, with it also Yoldi, Checkmate, and then followed further back in the field by Inside Out, with them Silver Wedding, and then came further away Dealt With, Golden Wing, Super Photon, Midnight Edition. Back near the tail then would have been back near the tail was Inside Out, and finishing back about midfield possibly was Moxie. Tuxedo in the hands of Opie Bosson for Sean Ritchie and Colin Murray. And you'll know the owners, they're the ones dressed in the tuxedo suits here tonight. And there's a reason for that. Their horse just won the $1 million Elsdon Park Aotearoa Classic. Well done to the team there, the owners with tuxedo. Second, Hini Kaha. Noble As will be third. She's a Dealer will be the fourth of them home in the first of our $1 million races.
Well, the blinkers went on and Tuxedo glooms into the race and wins easily for Sean Ritchie, Colin Murray and, of course, Opie Bosson. It is the first of our $1 million features, the Aotearoa Classic, and it goes the way of Tuxedo. Nice win in a big feature.
It is, and look, the form around this horse is there, isn't it? With first five running second to that runner, only 2 starts ago in the J-Swap, first five going on to win the Telegraph, and last year finishing second in the 3-year-old Karaka Million. Tuxedo is able to go one better at the 4-year-old level for $1 million.
Jane Ivel to you with winning jockey Opie Bosson.
Well, when we talk about gear changes, blinkers go on, Opie Bosson goes on, and you get the job done. Talk us through that.
Yeah, no, I think it made a big difference. He travelled beautifully throughout for me, and across the top he started coming up underneath me, and all I just needed was a split, and once we got out and balanced up, he done the rest.
You know, to being one of the most patient jockeys out there, you had to show that tonight. It was a competitive race and a competitive finish. When did you think you had it?
When I came out, I thought, yeah, I'm a big chance, but when they kicked again on the inside, but to his credit, he stuck to his guns and kept going.
Karaka Million Night's always been a massive night for you. We can hear the crowd. They love it when you ride winners. Are you looking forward to the next hour and the chances that you've got in our big races?
Yeah, I can't wait. I missed this night last year, and to get back in the saddle and to get another big one is great.
Yeah, nice job, Opie. Hopefully we'll be talking to you again later.
Thanks, I hope so.
Opie Bosson has won a number of big races on this night. A night he makes his own, and he takes out race number 3, the Aotearoa Classic. Sean Ritchie, Colin Murray are the winning trainers, and Aidan, you've got them.
Sean, we've spoken about this, and this was going to be the really big target, and to pull it off, it must be hugely satisfying. How does it feel?
Yeah, 100%. You know, like he's always shown us plenty of ability. We felt the blinkers would help a little bit, but I'm delighted for my clients. They've been with us for years and years, put a lot of money in, and days like this is what it's all about, so I'm thrilled for them all. And I hope they don't buy a filly and call it mini skirt, because I won't look that flash.
Exactly right. The one thing you can see with these owners is how much they're enjoying the ride. That must be a real thrill for you too.
Oh, look, I've been at the sales this week having a look around. You know, they really get a kick out of it, and they enjoy every moment of it. It's a fantastic game to get people together, and you know, pleased to be part of it myself.
You got a little way back. Were you happy with the way that the race was panning out?
You just don't give Opie Bosson instructions on Karaka Million Night. You know, I did just say one little thing, that I think when you go for him, he'll be reactive, because the blinkers will probably switch him on like they did here in a track work last week. So you know, he's one of the best, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, what about this horse? Where could this lead to now?
Good question. You know, I'd love to have a little crack at Australia perhaps, but he's we'll stay at home for now. Maybe the Otaki Mile and perhaps the Bone Crushers Stakes. That'd be a lovely race for me to win, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it sure would. Geez, that black tie will be on for the rest of the night now, won't it?
Absolutely. I can't take it off.
Great, Sean.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
They look dapper, don't they, in their tuxedos with the black tie on, and something that they do every time Tuxedo runs, and this time it's come off, and they take out one of the big ones on Karaka Million Night.
Yeah, and he's a horse that was presented this season as, you know, one of the leading chances leading into our first Group 1s of the racing season. He'd come off the back of some very strong 3-year-old performances, and he raced with merit and credit in those 2 races here in the Prasia Plate, and then of course in the Howden. They then pulled back, reassessed. He ran well in the J-Swap, of course, to finish into 2nd position, and I think that gear adjustment of putting the blinkers on has really switched the horse on, because that's a top win from a horse that has clearly shown it. We saw that when he won the Waikato Guineas last season as well as a 3-year-old. Let's have a look at the final stages of this race and pick up where he is, because he's just coming off the back of Checkmate, who's trying to work away his centre field, so he needs a little bit of luck. In front is Dealt With, who's really pressed on. At this point up front, you see Hini Kaha gets the split between that runner and She's a Dealer. Things look good there, but building momentum in the crown of the track is Opie Bosson and also Tuxedo. There's a few unluckies, of course. You've got the likes of She's a Dealer, who's weaving through the pack and finishing on into 3rd position and into 4th position, and Noble As really strong through the line. Moxie huge out wide. Checkmate was impeded down the straight. There's a lot of stories there around those horses in behind Tuxedo, but it's definitely all about him
and the ownership group in their tuxedos. They've got a big thrill here out of Tuxedo, and there's more to come from them as well.
The blinkers proving the oracle in the Aotearoa Classic. Tuxedo wins our feature, one of our features for this evening. Race 3. Race 4 will be back for the TAB Karaka Millions 2-year-old, 6:13 p.m.
2, 9, 15 and 11 are your numbers. Yes, Tuxedo, as they said, they're all dressed, suited and booted, ready to go, and the team around Tuxedo will have a heck of a night tonight. Great to see the emotion of Lee Phelan there as well, who, of course, strapping Tuxedo. Just brilliant to see on such a big night. 2, 9, 15 and 11 your numbers out of the Aotearoa Classic. We are off to Caulfield now. The night's on the card, their penultimate on the card. This is the Evergreen Turf John Dillon Stakes over the 1,400 metres. Regal Zeus is your current $3.50 favourite. Came in from $9.50. There have been 3 scratchings, and obviously for you to